Clap twice if you're quiet. Yeah.
That was a trick question because we're not quiet if we're clapping.
Thank you. You're right. All right. Okie dokie. Are we ready?
Yes.
Start the lesson? All right, so everybody knows that they need to have a monomaniacal focus, okay, which means that your attention is not divided between anything else other than what I am showing you right now. Do we understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so, as we know, the objective of the lesson today is to just review the box method for some of you guys who are struggling with it. This will probably be the last time I officially go over it like this with you. Okay, this will be the last chart that will be made, and so make sure you're paying attention to it. Make sure you're paying attention to the vocabulary that is being used, so when I call on you to explain it, you'll be ready to do that. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to begin by just reviewing. Autumn, I'm in the middle of work. Yes, dear.
Well, never mind.
I'm sorry, but is it important? Because I'm in the middle of something that's important. So is it important?
Never mind.
I'll call you back. It ain't nowhere ever. If it's important, I will stop what I'm doing. But if it's not, I can call you back.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
That's me to my parents when they ask me, Mom.
All right, so let's continue because that's always things that happen at the sidebar. That's my #1 priority. So if she calls, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I drop the phone, I drop whatever I'm doing, and I call because that's my daughter and she's my #1 priority. Okay, so let's continue and move on. So all of our eyes are up here, and we're talking about the different parts of the problem. Okay, so we're working on claim 1, concepts and procedures. Okay, concepts and procedures. All right, we don't want to be in too loud. A little background. All right, so concepts and procedures, working with claim 1. And what do we call this particular number in this equation or expression? The dividend, okay? And what do we call this particular number in the divisor? And then this one? The quotient. And as of right now, the quotient is what? Unknown. It is unknown, and we have to find the unknown quotient, okay? And so, which strategy are we discussing about using right now?
The box method.
We're going to use the box method right now, okay? And so, in this box method, the main thing we need to remember is that we're using partial what?
Products.
Not products. Quotient. And so that's why we're redoing this video for people, because the last time we did it, we kept saying partial products, and this doesn't use partial products, it uses partial quotient, okay? Partial quotient. So since it uses the partial quotients, we wanted to make sure that for people who are watching and learning from you guys that they are learning the right way. Okay, get it out the system. You know it's the exam, get it out the system. Whatever little thing you're gonna do, okay, now refocus, okay? All right, so let's refocus. We're gonna start with the dividend, and here's our divisor. But we're already looking at our friendly what? Numbers. And what are some of our friendly numbers that we? 2. Okay, so 2 is a friendly number. 1,000. 10. 100. 20. Hold on, we'll get to that part. Okay, so 5. So some of those are 500. Maybe some of you feel are friendly numbers. Okay, but for this purpose, we know we're not really going to be going and multiplying by a trillion and all of that stuff, right? Okay, so We know what we're going to be multiplying by. We know what friendly numbers we're going to be using as an example. Here's our little brain bank. And before we always get started, we always start with a ratio.
Table.
Okay, so a ratio table. So, let's get started. If we have 1 17, how many would we have if we had 2 17s?
34.
Okay, so if we had 2 17s, that would give us 34 groups of 17. Now, using the ratio table, I could just put these two together, yes?
Yeah.
All right, and then that would give us 34, and then that would give us what? To make 3 groups of 17.
Oh, that would be 51.
Well, what is 17 and 34?
51.
51. Okay. Now, if I want 4 groups, what can I put together here? 2 of these, so 2 34s or 68. Okay, so that gives us 4. All right. What if I wanted to make 7 groups? What would I put together in my ratio table? The 4 and the 3. Okay, and that would give me. Okay. 118. 118. What if I wanted 5 groups of 17?
Oh, this is.
What can I put together? All right, hold on, because we're shouting out. So let me see who has the. Who got the yummy answer? Maybe the 1 and the 4, and that gives us 17 and 68, or the 2 and the 3, that gives us 34 and 51. Anybody else? Toss it over here.
Oh my gosh. I got it. My OCD hurts.
What do you think? She said 2 and 3, that gives us 5. She said 1 and 4. Is there anything else that would make 5 over here?
7 subtracted by 2.
Oh, you could subtract. He had that yummy answer. Yeah, he had that yummy. He had that yummy answer. I haven't even thought about the subtraction part of it, right? All right. So toss it back to right there, and then we're gonna keep on moving. What do you think?
1 multiplied by 5.
1 multiplied by 5 times. So you did this 5 times like that, right? So in the end, all of those answers should have led up to what?
5.
No, I mean over here. If I put the 2 and the 3, 85. Okay. So I don't need to make a whole ratio table to do this problem, but I have enough that if I needed to end up using my basic facts, I don't even have to think about it. I could just come over here real quick, right? That's the purpose of using the ratio table for a strategy. See, check. 3, 2, 1. When I say math, you say is. When I say math is, you say what? Cash. Okay, very good. All right, so let's get focused on where we're going to go with this. Now, because the test makers are heartless with you and they put all these things inside of your, tricking you and all these things with the vocabulary and everything else in the test, you have to know different ways to divide. So you don't always have to use the algorithm way. This is one way that you can use. It's the box method. Now, what is a friendly number? We know we have 5 digits here, and that goes up to what place value?
The
10,000 place value. So we know that we can go up to 1,000, 10,000 maybe for our friendly number. Which one do you want to use, 1,000 or 10,000? 1,000. All right. Well, some people said 1,000. Thumbs up if you want to use 1,000. Okay, so let's try it. On your board, do 1,000 times 17 and tell me what you get. Do 1,000 times 17. Do it. Show me. Show me. Show me. Don't tell me what you can't do. Show me. Prove it to me. Don't call my name. Just hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Prove it to me. Prove it to me on your board, your brain bank, that 17 times 1,000 that we can't use that. Prove it to me.
Oh my God! You cannot.
What am I? All right, showdown, 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 showdown. Let me see what you have. You said that 17. Let's go in the brain bank. You said 17 times 1,000, 1,000 I said?
Yeah.
And that equals 17,000. Is that a number we can use?
No.
Why? We need a number that is higher or less? Less, yeah, okay. So 1,000 is too high. What about which one you want to go to? 100? Show me on your board. Show me. Yeah, show me on your board. Show me on your board. Don't be heartless with it. Show me. Or be heartless with those numbers.
Got it. You could have just like that.
All right, so in a minute I'm going to say showdown.
We're done. I'm done.
In a minute I'm going to say showdown. All right, I'm going to say showdown in just a second. That should have been really quick for you. Showdown. So can I use that one?
Yeah.
What does that give me? 17 what?
1,700.
All right.
1,600.
All right, hand and eye. So 17 times, feet check, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So my question to you then is, what am I going to put right here? 1,700. Quiet.
And then
And what is my partial quotient going to be?
100.
100. That's what's going to go up here. It's a partial quotient. Okay? So that's what that was. The 100 was the partial quotient. Okay? The 100 was the partial quotient. I don't know why this playlist is not playing all the way through. It'll come up eventually when we get to the end and we get it right. All right, so moving on, and we're going to do now, what do we do?
Subtract.
Subtract. And when I subtract, show me on your board, you know how to regroup. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. You got Jeopardy time to prove it. You got Jeopardy time to prove. By the time the Jeopardy song goes off, you should have it done. Prove it. Prove it to me. Prove it to me. All right, you got, remember, subtracting where we grouping. When you're done, put your thumb up. 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 The remix.
Oh, it is the remix. Hey.
When I turn it off, you better be ready.
Pulling up and I'm stuck in the car. What's up, like?
Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. Showdown. Let me see. Showdown. So, hold your board to let me see if you are right. I am going to subtract. When I say listen, you say up, listen, listen, up. When I say holla, you say back, holla, back, holla. All right, boards down and walk with me. 7 take away 0 is what? 7. 3 take away 0 is? 3. I need a monomaniacal focus. Now, what do I do here?
Regroup.
I need to regroup, okay? And so when I regroup,
Make from the nearest 6 and
that becomes a 16.
16 plus 7 equals 9.
And what is 16 take away 7? 9. And what is 3 take away 1? 2. And then what do we do with this one right here? Now, how will we actually know that we were correct if we really wanted to correct? What do we use? Use our vocabulary. Our inverse operation, which is what? Addition. So if I really wanted to check this, I would add my sum
To the.
We call this a subtrahend. What do we call this? Subtrahend. I would add my sum. I mean, my sum, the difference, right?
Yeah.
I would add the difference to the subtrahend, and then that should give me the other subtrahend. Okay? All right. So now what do I do now?
You shift it up.
I'm going to shift it, right?
Shift it up.
And now this becomes my new dividend.
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Now what do I do?
Now you can still use 100.
Can I still use 100?
Yes.
I still can't prove it to me on your board that I can still use 100. Oh, I don't need you to prove it to me, huh?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Because it's less than the dividend.
We can still dividend. We don't need to do it.
Why? Give us a game.
Because you did it. So we know that 100 works, don't we?
Yes.
So if we know that 100 works, then why do we need to redo it again? It's right here. That's the point. The point is for this to be easy and simple, right? So let's go. You could be doing this on your board. Yes, you can. Don't tell me what the answer is. You could go ahead and show the subtraction. Go ahead and do the subtraction. Yeah. Go ahead and do the subtraction. Yeah, I want you. You got to prove to me that you know that. Yes, you do have to. You're doing the subtraction with regrouping. Yes, you are. That turned on. Is my Spotify on?
It's burger.
Showdown. You have the answer to the problem. Why you over there doing all of that?
Okay, guys, stop. No, real words are better.
You guys are hilarious.
Can I get a McDonald's? No.
All right, showdown. I've been said showdown. All right, so what is it then?
11,237.
Let's see. 7 take away 7 is
7.
ah.
1.
All right, next step. What do I do?
Shift the number.
I shift. But this is now my. Wait, I'll wait.
That's your dividend.
I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. Macaroni and cheese.
Everybody.
That means your mouth too. Okay. I'm going to do what? Shift. What do we? Now this is my new dividend.
Then you forgot to put the 100 on top too.
I am going to do that. I forgot to put my partial what? No, my partial quotient. Remember, that's why we have to go step by step. You always got to go back and remember what you're doing. I put my partial quotient.
You can still use the.
Can I still use 100? Okay, hold on. I have someone that has tossed it to this person, and this one has a suggestion. Now knowing that I can use 100, this person has, who has the ball?
Matthias. Which one?
Stop saying names. Just toss it to the person that I pointed to. Thank you. Mannequin challenge.
You can also multiply it by 300.
So you're saying multiply by 300. Prove it on the board. Let's go. Let's see if he's accurate. Let's see if he's accurate. Let's see if he's accurate. 17 times 300. Show me on the board. What's the basic fact there? 17 times what? Times 3. So if you know 17, it's right here, right? Don't you have your ratio table? Use it. You already have 17 times 3. Use it. Use your resource. That's why we do the ratio table. So when we need to use those little basic facts, we can use it. Get it on the board. If you dancing or doing anything, that you're done with it on the board. That means you have the answer of 17 times 300. You don't even have to multiply anything. You just look on the board, you see the 3 right there. What do you get? 51.
And then you add 0.
Yeah, that's it. 17 times 300. 51, add the 2 zeros. So can we use 5100?
Yes.
Showdown. Let's see.
5100.
5100. Most of you Most of you got it. Some of you need to be looking at the strategies. Remember the basic fact. I'm up here. I'm up here. I'm up here. Those of you that did not get that right, remember, the basic fact was 17 times what? 3, which gave you what? 51. So some of you are listening and you really might, but you have to be listening and looking at what I'm saying and looking at what I'm pointing to. You have to be going back and forth. Don't just stay on my face. Look at what I'm pointing to as well as I'm saying it. And if my hand finger goes over here, then your eyes need to go to where I'm pointing to. Stop.
Thank you.
You should have said something to me.
That's what I was saying to him, but he wouldn't stop.
Oh, so then you should have raised your hand.
I would interrupt the lesson.
It's okay for something like that. When someone is annoying you like that and doing something to invade your personal space, you raise your hand so that you can do that. I don't need anyone making any comments and sidebar conversations in response to what I'm saying. Okay? All right. Are we back on track?
Yeah.
All right. So now what am I putting over here now? 11,000 what? 237 now. And so with our colleague, our classmate said that we could use 300 because if we kept using 100, we would have been going on for a little while, huh? Trying to make the process a little bit quick, so they decided let's use 300. So I'm going to put that up top right now so I don't forget.
Get it out of the way.
You know, so I don't forget at the end. And then I'm going to write it down here. And that gave us what? 5,100. Now, go on your board. Show me. You could have made it. You could have used 600, but I didn't call on you then, so you couldn't have told me that yet. But you could have done that on your board if you were doing this for your problem. All right, get busy. Go. You have till showdown. You have till showdown. You have till showdown. Let me see. I'm seeing some of your boards. Some of you have it. You have until I tell him to stop. What state they do the what? The renegade? Whoa. Yes. Showdown. Okay, y'all like SpongeBob? Keep SpongeBob going? Okay, I'll keep SpongeBob going. All right, let's see if you're right. And put your boards down. Subtract for me. Go. 7 take away 0 is what? 7. 3 take away 0 is 2 take away 1. Uh-oh. What do I gotta do?
And then the 1 turns into 11 minus 5 equals 6.
So look. Can I just do this whole thing and just say like 11 take away 5?
Yes.
Remember, math is about fun and games. It's tricks. So what's 11 take away 5? 6.
6,136.
All right, I'm going to draw my box again and keep my box going. Any suggestions as to how we can?
300.
I can't use 300 again, huh? I could use 100 if I wanted to just keep on going, right? But I'm like, I want to finish this box so I can play the song and hop out the box, right? All right, so let's get ready so we can hop out the box. All right, so what's going over? I have to shift. Okay.
6,136. Shift the gears.
What if I'm using 300 again as my partial quotient? What am I going to have? What number am I going to use to subtract for? The 5,000 again. 5,100. So go ahead on your boards. 5,100 on your boards. Go. That should be easy because there's no regrouping, right? So that's why I'm not going to give you a whole lot of time to show down. Showdown. Showdown. You should have gotten something similar to. All right, math is? Cash. Let me see if you got your cha-ching though. Let's see. Did you? 7 take away 0? 3 take away 0? 1 take away 0? 6 take away 5? Now, if you hear me, clap once. If you hear me, clap twice. Now listen very carefully. Can I still use 300? No. Can I use 100?
Yes. No. Wait, no, you can't.
No.
50?
50? Let's try. Show me 50 on your board.
50?
Show me 50. What do you suggest?
I was going to say 50.
You gonna say 50? Okay, so 50. Try 50 on your board. Show me 17 times 50. Go. Show me 17 times 50.
Ah, okay, I know what it is.
Let me see. You got 2 more seconds. Do the multiplication and quit. And do it. I want to see the right answer. No, you didn't. Use the strategy that I taught you. What is 17 times 5? Why are you repeating what she said? What is 17 times 5? Huh? You just looked at what I pointed to. You're not thinking. What is 17 times 5? Look at here. What is 17 times 5 using the ratio table? Okay. How many zeros is in the number 50? 50. How many zeros are in the number 50? So then how many zeros are you going to add at the end of 85? There you go. All that stuff you're doing over there is all that stuff is nothing. Use the strategy. Pay attention. Don't get caught up in the hype. All right. Timmy Turner said hush. That was my jam too. Timmy Turner. All right. They call him. Okay. Now what am I going to put? What am I going to put on my shift? On my shift. Math is mannequin challenge. When I say listen, you say up. Listen. Not so loud. You go at the level of my voice. If I'm up here, you can be up there. If I'm down here, you stay down here. When I say listen, no, you listen up. Listen. Listen up. And that means you're not singing anymore. Focus. What am I going to subtract now?
1,000.
Well, what did you say? You said 17 times what?
50.
50? I'm in the brain bank still. 17 times 50 gave you what? 850. Do we see how the ratio table had us not even having to think about it? It's all right here. What does that give us then? 850. Then I subtract. Show me on your board. Go, regroup. 800. I didn't say do it. I did go. You got, some people haven't done it yet. Now, go, fairy godparents, yeah. Godparents, subtract it, and there is some regrouping. Fairy godparents. Fairy godparents. Oh, that's how you doing it? Okay, I see you. Be careful. What's that called? A rat. I don't like that. You got the answer? All right, y'all should have the answer by now. Showdown. Let me see those boards. 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 All right, put it down. Let's see if you're right. Subtract for me. Go. 7 take away 0.
7.
Ah, I had to do some grouping. Uh-oh. So this 3 becomes a
1.
13.
Why? Because I took from here, but I couldn't take from there yet, right?
That turned into a 10.
Ah, so this is into a 10. That